road. How do you support your partner who's stuck back at home keeping the home fires burning? This is Elizabeth Wood from Bed Events, and I'm Cathy Bartulli from TheIntimacyDojo.com. And it can be hard. Like you're out, you're busy, you're trying to deal with time changes and all the business meetings that might have been changed, or things that you don't have control over. You don't know how long the restaurant will be. And your partner's like, I'm home and I'm having to do all this stuff and I don't feel loved.
Yeah, I think that's a real hard one, especially when there's such a significant time difference. If let's just pretend it's a 4-hour time difference. So that partner who's on the road, if that partner is 4 hours behind, like when you wake up, if you know that your morning routine is the same as when you're at home, you shower, shave, and you eat breakfast, can you carve out that time first thing in the morning before your schedule gets so busy? And in whatever way you can communicate, because perhaps the partner at home is in a business meeting, but send those texts, send the photographs, leave a Skype message, do anything to make sure that you have regular contact with your partner.
I think it's important too to realize that just because your partner's home and may not be quite as stretched as you, they may be taking on a lot of tasks that you normally covered. So like you had to deal with all the snow this weekend, and you handled it. But it's nice to remember, like if you have a lot of things, like it's really easy to say, honey, can you pick up the dry cleaning? Oh, I forgot to drop this off. This needs to go to the post office. And it's like, oh my God, I was already busy and you're gonna put all this other stuff on me. So trying to figure out how you can get that handled before you leave, or get it taken care of by someone else, or wait till you get back so that that person doesn't feel additional burden on top of the I miss my partner and I'm not having this wonderful time like they are.
And especially for those people who have kids, maybe you set up the extra play dates, like you be super organized in order to help out the partner at home. Mm-hmm. So let's just say the female, there's a woman who's traveling and her male partner is at home with the 3 kids. You know those moms, you know the routine, you know who you want, to drive and pick up your kids to and from school. You be the one that's organized. You set up those extra play dates. Perhaps for fun, put something in the mail the day before you leave, like a coupon that allows the family to go and eat at their favorite restaurant. Right. Just try to do some extra special things so that all of that burden that you normally take on isn't so overwhelming for your partner.
Yeah. I love hiding little notes too. I do this. I have a couple long distance relationships where I'll put like a sticky note, and I've had other friends do this for me. I've just felt so loving, like in their book, or like in the sock drawer, or just in their freezer, where they'll find it different. They might not find it while I'm actually gone. They might find it later, but just thinking of you, sending you a hug, like a little heart, my name or whatever. That you just little ways for them to feel like you're not like gone, and you can actually write up a bunch of them and stick them in. And Reed Mahalko does before he travels for a long time. Like he has a 3-week trip or something. He takes his partner out for a date before, and they schedule something for right after. That really helps them, like reconnect and have some good time together.
That's fantastic. We didn't do that on this trip, and so I'm going to put in our joint calendar. I'm going to pick out a time after jet lag is no longer an issue, and I'm going to put that date in. That's a great tip.
I think too, knowing your partner's love languages. I love the 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman. Like if you know your partner loves gifts, you go on Amazon and have something scheduled to arrive when you're gone. Like just with a gift card, like it could be some flowers. I got these orange flowers from the orange roses from Amazon, or you can just like have someone say, hey, just thinking of you, or have DoorDash, or if you have a delivery service, say like, I already arranged for Wednesday night that food's gonna arrive and it's all scheduled and you don't have to worry about it, and it's just imagine me serving it to you or whatever. Like setting up, and you don't have to do like a zillion of those things, but doing a few of those each time could really make the difference between you were sharing a story about someone who's like all kind of pouty before, during, and after, and someone who's like, hey honey, let's share about our experiences and be happy, we're feeling loved and supported by each other. You can also leave notes in your partner's suitcase too. I love doing that. Like, so your partner's traveling, you're like, oh, they were thinking of me.
like stuck in the balled up socks or something, yeah. Or the in my husband's case, in the swim trunks, like, what is this heart thing in there? And it's a card, and I forgot to do that, and I normally do. We were so busy. So I agree with that. They're fun to find, and they're fun to write, and like, how many cards have you found? And he's like, 1, and I left 4.
Yeah.
So,
well, usually I found some, like, people have hidden. I found them like a year later, and it still felt sweet. Like, it was like, oh, like, it doesn't have to be they have to find every one, but it does. Keeping that connection when we're far apart, and when one partner's having this fabulous or exotic trip and another person's at home doing routine stuff, I think that's a really powerful way to keep the spark flowing when we're far away.
Yeah, I think it's great. And then distance makes the heart grow fonder. Distance makes the heart grow fonder. So really make sure that you set yourselves up for that, like, extra special, I miss him or her, and I can't see them again, rather than resentment or anger and
they left me alone with all the dirty laundry, and they left the room a mess because they were packing, and that does happen sometimes. We're all human, but little things we can do can make a huge difference.
I agree.
We'd love to know any tips or tricks you have or any questions you have around this. Please leave your comments below and we'll get back to you.
Perfect.
Congratulations on taking this time for yourself and learning these things. If you'd like to follow more of this, you can subscribe to my channel here. Social media is up here, and there's more videos of this type here. See you soon.